So today when I woke up at 5 a.m., bro, my mind was racing me with the thought of just snoozing my alarm. Turns out that never actually ended up happening because right now at 6:30 a.m. we finished our cardio session, journaling, we read 5 pages, we did our stretches already, and it's only 6:30 a.m., which is really fucking amazing, bro. If you're new to the channel, my name's Josue. I do these like basically raw educational videos on like problems I'm facing myself as a 9 to 5 worker, as like I'm going into like the workforce and everything like that, my mindset, my nutrition, my training, everything, bro. So tag along, subscribe, comment like what type of job you're working, what's like struggles you're facing, stuff like that. We can always communicate together. You can just follow my Instagram, which is the first link below. So other than that, bro, a lot of the times I have the exact same thought. Tell me, I've been waking up at 5 a.m. like consistently, right? Not every day, but consistently for the last 2 months. And every fucking time I wake up at 5 a.m., at least like 90% of the times, I always have the thought of snoozing my alarm. You would think that after 2 months, like, it gets way easier, that you are fucking irresistible to it. Turns out, bro, even the strongest of people, they are still susceptible to the temptations. They still feel the temptation of snoozing the alarm. They still feel the temptation of going into lust. They still feel all these temptations because you got to remember, we are not perfect creatures. Nobody is perfect in this world. No matter how much they try to like portray it, nobody is perfect in this world. So stop trying to be that perfect person and instead try to be more consistent and understand yourself better. When I realized I was telling myself to snooze my alarm, because there was once a time where I did snooze my alarm, which was my mistake, but I ended up sleeping a little bit better and I ended up waking up better. Yeah, I would happily make the sacrifice of not sleeping a little bit better, of not recovering for an extra 30 minutes, but I want to hit my set wake up alarm. You don't understand what setting a goal and then actually achieving it does to your brain. Because imagine this right now. You tell yourself, yeah, you want to be in the gym consistently 3 days a week. You go 2 days a week. That's still pretty good. But you have told your mind 3 days. Now you are a fucking fraud. Yeah, but Josue, like, you did 2 days. Dude, this is the problem when it comes to like, oh, at least I did it. Bro, you adopt this mindset of, oh, at least I did it. At least I woke up today early. Even though it's like 7 a.m. and you said 5 a.m. At least I went to the gym today, this week, 3 times. Even though you had said you were going to go 5 times. Yeah, motherfucker, that's great for 1 week. That's great for 1 day. But what about all those other weeks that you are now building a habit? You are now building the habit of setting your standards low, putting yourself low, and then not doing the work that is required of you. There is so much work that is required of you, but when you have this mindset of, at least I did it, that's a just enough mindset. That's a just to get by mindset. You really think you're gonna reach your goals, the places you want to be, with a just get by mindset? No, it's the complete fucking opposite. You have to have, I need to do more. I need to go to the gym again. I need to do that other mile. You don't know how many times where I've ran fucking farther than before, and I have to run it back or else I cannot make it to my car in time to get to my job. You don't know how many fucking times I tell myself 2 miles and then I say, fuck it, we're gonna run more. We're gonna push it harder. We're in that state. We're in that flow. I'm not saying you're gonna be in a flow at 5 a.m. in the morning. It's likely that you're not. But dude, when you propose to yourself something, you must actually stick to it. Because what type of person are you creating if you propose to yourself a goal, a task, an action, a girl, a mission, and then you don't actually fucking get after it? What type of person are you for that? And I am not no saint. I am not no fucking Mr. Perfect. There are so many days where I wake up at 5 a.m., bro, and I'm so fucking slow in the head, to the point where journaling and then heading to the gym takes me like almost an hour because I'm so slow. I'm so like drowsy and shit. But I still try to get my wake up. Even though my quality of sleep may not be perfect every day, I still try to get my wake up. I remember the day of my girlfriend's graduation, right? A very special fucking day for us. We still woke up early the day after and we still went for a run. I remember the day I went on vacation, like literally last week, I went to Universal with my girl. It was a beautiful trip. We had an amazing experience. But the day we went up to the trip to Universal, right, from Miami to Orlando, was like 3 hours. I did my run. I woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning and I ran. I did not want to set the excuse of, oh, today's with like my girlfriend's special day, like vacation. Motherfucker, I am going to run. And my girlfriend understands that. I understand that. Stop using stupid excuses for the reasons you can't work out, for the reasons you can't do X and X. I hate the people who say, oh, my mom doesn't allow me to work out. That is not the reason you're fat. The reason you're fat is not because your mom doesn't allow you to work out or because your job is too demanding. It's because you are too little and you are too weak to actually decide for your own self what is important and what requires more of you. You are too weak mentally. Dude, my mom literally told me I was not able to work out. I did not have a gym membership. I did not have a fucking gym. I was doing push-ups in my room. That is not like the greatest thing, but it showed effort. It showed intention. I didn't have a gym membership till year 3. I was working out of my yard, just spamming pull-ups, dips, push-ups, bench press, curls. Obviously not legs, because I fucking hated legs because I had such a weak mindset back then. But I spammed all those things, even though I didn't have a gym membership. There are some people out there who have less than me and are working 10 times harder. And that's the mindset I have. That's what I always tell myself. Whenever I'm going through a hard time, I tell myself, there's somebody out there who is going through a way harder situation, but they're pushing so much more. They're doing so much more than me. And when I think about that, I just fucking get excited because I realize how much more I'm missing. Last night, dude, before I went to sleep, I texted my girlfriend. And I was like, damn, babe, there is so much work to do tomorrow. There's so much. Right now, I usually do like 5 tasks, but I'm doing 6 tasks today. I gotta like label some goals out. I gotta check this dashboard I got right from a mentor I bought. And then like a whole bunch of other things like 15 stories, my 2 reels, like my content metrics, my YouTube video that I'm recording right now. And all of these things, right? And I realized there's so much work to do. But that's the fucking path I chose. If you want to get jacked, if you want to get in shape, get the things you want, then you must do the path you don't want to fucking go through. You must go through the path of most resistance. Where in the world have you seen someone go through such an easy path and they have succeeded so much? Unless they're like a trust fund baby. But motherfucker, you're watching me right now. You're not a trust fund baby. Most likely 99.9%, you're not a trust fund baby. So stop thinking about them so much, stop trying to be them so much, and realize that you have to go through this hard path. You have to go through those days where you don't want to wake up, and yet you still must wake up, and you still must go to the gym. You have to wake up, and you still must hit your alarm, even though you slept 5 hours, and you slept like a fucking idiot. You slept like shit. I'm sorry for all the times like I curse. I'm sorry for all the times I like call you an idiot. When I record these from the perspective of myself, speaking to myself. So I'm not therefore calling you an idiot directly every time. It's mostly calling myself and my past actions idiotic and stupid. But dude, there's so much more out there for you. Like the path of most resistance is the path you should be taking. There's no hack. Genuinely, there is no fucking hack. You don't know how many times I try to like find a hack to like wake up earlier, to be consistent in that. When reality was there was no hack. There was literally just putting my alarm and then just not snoozing it. It was that simple. But yeah, I always try to find a hack because I always try to find the easiest way. Stop trying to find the easiest way out and the easiest way to get to your solution and just fucking hustle. I guarantee you, bro. Go through the path of most resistance and every other path you'll go on that's easier will seem like child's play. That's why me working 2 jobs right now, I've built up so much discipline, so much consistency that the day I'm working just one job where I'm working way less hours, dude, it's the easiest thing in the world because I've already built my mind on those 60-hour work weeks. I've already built my mind on the days where I wake up with 4 hours of sleep after going to sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning because I come out of my job at that time and waking up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and getting my shit done. I've already built my mindset, my actions, my routine on top of that. So now every time I do it on easier situations, I do it without fail. When I went on vacation, I didn't end up waking up at 5 a.m. I ended up waking up at 7 a.m. And dude, it was the easiest thing of my life because I was already adapted to waking up at 5 a.m., which is harder. Go through the path of most resistance. Push as hard as you can. And everything else will seem like child's play because it will be child's play. You only get better by doing more of it. By doing it with more effort, not by thinking, not by over planning it, by doing more.